escalating to that power again.
I think for Valak, it would depend on the motives and stuff like that. But if he's training up the people that he can see through his new divine ability, these people are going to go on to be this world's heroes. He would probably train them to try to match him. Now, how
Alright.
well they would succeed.
Now we can start.
Wait until it starts, and then there's no recording again, and
I just double
no
checked
sound.
They can hear us.
I also love that my joke in chat went just unnoticed.
There's
I
a
haven't-
joke in chat.
Really
I haven't been checking chat. Alright, to get us started with, I have to put out an apology. Last week's session, as epic as it was, just did not get audio recorded. As I say, as I go and make sure I click the recording button so that I can record our audio and make sure that it is preserved for future generations.
Don't worry, everything past that point is going to be recorded. They didn't hear that message.
Yep. They didn't hear the whole part where last week's recording got no audio, so.
No, I'm recording the stream so that I get. There's two versions, one that has the stream audio and one that's just recorded straight up from the desktop.
Word.
That way, I'm guaranteed to have audio on at least one of them. And should this happen again, I can just go back and add the audio from one onto the other.
Until your hard drive dies and kills both.
That's what external storage is.
Well, my external storage is currently out of commission, so I'd have to figure out what's going on with it.
Oh, John, that reminds me.
Yeah.
I forgot you a message about this, but happy birthday, man. I know it's a little late, but
Yep. But thanks.
Yes, happy belated birthday.
I didn't really do much.
Me too.
I didn't really do much.
Our favorite furry, John.
I did go to a pretty interesting video game / anime / store over in Pensacola.
What? You weren't in town for the biggest event of our region, cruising the coast from Houston to Pensacola? People driving awesome cars and clogging up all the traffic and making everyone's lives who aren't really into all of that harder.
Oh yeah,
people
everyone-
driving
Yeah,
the Batmobile.
Can't say. It sounds like you don't support the local economy.
Oh yeah, everyone loves.
Our region is like the least prosperous of the new super regions.
But yeah, everyone loves wrinkled old men and gas guzzlers just clogging up the highway.
I mean, this was the first time I actually went, and I did kind of enjoy it.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Look,
say it's like bad thing, but it's just like it's a lot of people with small. I was about to go in a non-family friendly. Please.
I knew exactly where you were about to go.
What I will say, it is really cool to see the cars. I like cars. I like anything that has an engine and goes vroom. So, be that a ship, a jet, a train, or an automobile.
But is it convenient though?
Yeah, we wanted to go to a nice fall event at a local park, but we couldn't because they redirected all the traffic from the highway onto one of the main roads, and that caused everything to fail. So anyway, enough about local events. Let's talk about last session. So last session, and we had a couple of key events happen. Nessa freed a prisoner from the stockades. That was a huge scandal. Um,
I got away with it without anyone noticing.
Mana and Dobat that went and met up with the two members of Siren's Call under the guise of what's his name again? Flips to page.
Newton he, I think.
Yeah, exactly. What would we do without you, Seth?
You would finally
Wait.
digitize your notes so you could control F.
Anyway, under the guise of shooting he while just we had maybe a small incident where Adarpi and Simon had jumped the admiral of the Noxian Navy in a back alley and almost killed her in the most brutal way possible.
She found it quite disarming.
Leaving her horribly burned, scarred, and without her right arm.
Yeah, very, very tiny incident.
Great weight loss program, though.
And I did ask to clarify, she lived with 17 HP.
Yes,
And that,
one round of combat would have probably one more round of combat would have probably finished her.
or if Simon could actually land a blow. That was the sad part, is Simon just kept missing because of her high AC.
I tried.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying you didn't try. I'm just saying it happened. You just had too high of an AC at this level.
I still feel like we should go and get her.
Yeah,
While
good
it's
luck with.
there and they're trying to heal and patch her up, we sneak in while she's still weak.
Just know that I believe in you.
Well, at the end of towards the end of the fight, hey, she, having been mangled and wounded, used a recall whistle to teleport back to the shipyard where her vessel is docked. So, and the Simon and Adarpi managed to slip away, with only Simon being seen by the Port Authority guards, who proceeded to kindly fill him a little bit with some crossbow bolts before he was picked up and whisked away by Bennu.
He's just a pincushion now, that's all.
Well, that's what barbarians exist for. Especially him.
He's fulfilling his purpose in life.
Yep.
Alright. So that's where we left off last session. But now we return to Dobat and Shuten He, as they are in the presence of two members of the Siren's Call.
You bet.
Let's see, what were their names?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Raz.
so Sarah,
Ha.
how long are your alchemist meals good for?
I guess until the food goes bad. It doesn't have like.
Well, I still have that speed cake I think you gave me back during the.
It might be a little stale depending on how you kept it, but otherwise,
Nah,
it doesn't say the effects go away.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an infused magic item, except it's edible.
Okay.
It's
We'll
an
see.
edible.
Yeah, we'll see how
So
that comes in. We'll see if that comes
it
in.
might taste nasty now, but I mean, it technically still works.
You're the best in the West. It can't taste nasty.
Well, this was before she got that title.
It's
Are you
retroactive.
saying I wasn't before I got that title?
I'm
Hmm?
saying the
I
effects of the
could
title
not
wouldn't
give you
carry
any
through.
more cake.
No,
I'm
no,
saying the effects of the title.
never say that.
I'm saying the
I
effects
can
of the
now
title may
hear
not have applied to the food yet.
Picard can now hear all discussions about her food.
That would be amusing.
Alright, so you guys are standing in the presence of Roz, a gold dragonborn, hmm, who's wearing a very form-fitting dress. His and is quite tall, probably about 6'5", and she's just sort of glaring down at you.
I believe the last thing I was doing was offering her the suitcase.
Yes. You think a paltry suitcase. It will be enough to buy your freedom.
I believe it'll go a long way.
Ah, If you could bring, if you bought me 50 such suitcases, is in several carriages worth of trade good, and even that would be, yeah, a small dent in your what you owe us.
Well, then, if there's no point, I guess just I'll lightly pull it away.
She'll reach her hand and place it on your shoulder. No, the more time can be bought for you.
How much time would this buy me?
She sniffs it. Probably no more than a month.
With the tombs opening up, I can get a lot in a month.
Quite. Then I suppose you're going out towards Nehistan.
I have to take what opportunities present themselves.
Don't get caught up in that war. We can't collect from them a corpse who has no family. Just remember, you bear the burden of not just your debt. You bear your brother's debt, your mother's debt, and your sister's debt. You are the
Game on
last
up.
one who can pay. And if
Damn, that explains how you wound up in so much debt.
Uh, Seems like there's been some issues.
now, where would you? No, I shouldn't ask you where. I like surprises. Do you have information that could potentially buy you some more time? Hmm? Normally, you wouldn't meet in person for this kind of deal. We must have more.
Um, Thinking back to his notes, was were there any people that he had a connection with?
Um, most of them were people that he had been reaching out to about helping him settle some of this debt in exchange for giving them some, like, doing things for them.
Game, I'm
Like,
assuming you just want Dobak to keep quiet right now.
For now.
like doing dirty work and stuff for them. Like he's on more than one occasion in housed the body in the cooler of the restaurant.
Because you know Dobak
Jeez.
has at least some information that he can probably use, but that's your call.
Um, I've seen an interesting group resurface in the city. I believe one goes by the name Zorn.
What of with those dogs of the Noxians?
I heard some discussions about a plan they have for the festival.
And what is this plan? Depending on what it is, it might be worth quite a bit to me and my people.
I don't know too much, but uh, people he's been associated with have been cited all over. I believe if there was an attack on the what's the kobold's name?
Iratus?
There was an attack on Iridis's home that was brought up.
Interesting. He has a connection with Orange Crown. There might be something going on with that man. He has too many toes dipped in too many soups. Even we had dealings with him and are now um, collecting on some misgivings.
Is he someone for you to worry about?
No. He's a weak, sniveling little kobold who just so happens to have himself a nice set of armor. You flash back to your actual encounter with him.
He was pretty easily restrained.
You might not have had the armor on.
He didn't. He didn't truly have the confidence to fight back until he put it on.
Yeah, so what she says seems to hold true in that regard.
I did hear that some of his people had acquired contract paper from the raid.
Some of Zoran's people.
Yes.
Why would they need contract paper? The Noxians supply it to the slavers, and the slavers just use it to control people.
Some of them seem to be active contracts. Their reasoning, I don't know.
Hmm. The bird. There was a bird that was in the arena. I'll look into it. He's connected a few dots. We'll go over this information and we'll tell you how much time it's worth.
Um, since something like this isn't worth your time, is there someone else that I can contact instead to for transactions of this level?
Hmm. No, I'll handle this. I'll handle our debts personally. You seem to have grown a bit of a spine. Like as he says this, like she turns her head, it if you've ever seen that little head turn that an iguana does right before they bite at something, it's that kind of head turn. And she's like staring you straight in the eye with her bright blue eyes.
Dovat's just watching, but he's acting like he sees that. Like he's not going into a stance, but he's acting like he sees that as and is ready to react if needed. He's trying to play his part.
I'll meekly meet her gaze.
Roll a deception.
Who? Him?
Yes.
Okay.
Would it be more prudent to roll an attack roll instead?
If you would like to, you can.
That's probably not a good idea.
So here's the thing. My deception is a -1. And while I have immense faith in myself, I have more faith in my combat capabilities.
In the back of your mind, you just hear nobody do it,
As
even though you want to.
as we are locking gazes, a spike will shoot out of the suitcase.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit. You have caught her unawares.
I get advantage.
Yes.
17.
Alright. Yeah, you hit. As the spike goes like right through her left cheek, you you see her scales like dull and patina, like this
Oh,
weird purplish color er, on the gold scales. You little. Um.
oh, do add 4 to that. I didn't put it in right.
Okay.
So is Dovat supposed to act, or is what's he supposed to do in this
I
situation?
believe we're act. I believe we're acting now.
All right, so it's probably gonna be initiative order at this point.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta.
Alrighty. This at the furnace talk information remains unsaid.
Look, man. The moment she starts looking deeper, the moment negotiations fall apart.
Oh, because she said that you had a spine. Eh. I mean, we probably still could have walked out of there.
Oh, probably. Though she would have been suspicious of us and everything we're doing.
Yeah, but now there's only 2 ways this can end.
There's a few more ways than 2.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
here's
end the
the problem.
previous encounter.
Now, here's the problem. Now Dobat is associated, and he's kind of known around town.
But the thing is, you're associated in the role of a mercenary.
Alright.
Mercenaries get caught up in this kind of stuff all the time.
The thing is, he's normally a bard, and it's no surprise where he is, so he might get caught up in all this now too. So we'll see what happens. It's just my idea is either they die or we die.
Alright. Encounter. Alright, go ahead and go onto the encounter screen and hit your initiative.
Combat encounters.
15. I actually rolled really good for myself.
Let's see here. I get making sure of things. Okay. Let's go. I should have. Oof. Oh no, I'm okay. That's right. I'm sure I've got a good bit of bonus into Dex. I mean, to my initiative. Oh wait, we're dealing with 4 combatants. Oh, this is gonna be fun. They're getting advantage on initiative.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
They weren't expecting you to fight. He, they there's it's her and 3 of these bodyguards, so they weren't expecting the 2 of you to fight.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what I can do.
Oh, that's a good thing. I am going first.
Yeah.
Cool. First thing I'm going to do is this. This. The money is gonna fall out of the suitcase as I slap it to my chest, and it transforms into my armor.
Good old Iron Man style.
All right. So
And
yeah.
that's my standard action. Or my action. I believe this is where negotiations break down. And I'm going to activate my. I did not make a separate infantry for it, did I? I'll use a bonus action to activate my barrier. I gain temporary hit points equal to my level. So I gain 5 temporary hit points
Alright.
as a bonus action. That'll be my turn.
Unless you,
As,
you don't have co-op, so that feats offline.
Mhm.
Okay.
as the ooze that was in the suitcase does form into a copy of Shuten's weapon. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
As my hands form into mangled claws.
And I'm not gonna be able to improve my armor, but oh well. What?
Seth.
Oh, chat. Yeah. Alright. My turn?
All right, hold on.
Okay.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
The question is, should I firebolt the small fry and let you handle the boss, or
Do what you feel is right. I'm a bit of a bruiser in in situations like this.
okay? Then yeah, I'm gonna try and start dropping the lower HPs and let you slug it out with the boss. Making sure of what does what now. This is a bonus. Yeah, bonus. That's a bonus, and that's a reaction, I believe. Okay. So it's a good thing that I haven't used anything today, so I've got all uses of my inspo. See how well this does.
Alright, go bad.
Alright, so it's a move action to draw, right? Draw a
Yeah.
weapon.
Well, you
What
can
is that?
draw it. No, you can draw it as part of your action to attack.
Well, it's my action to attack is going to be a spell.
Oh.
So he's just going to go ahead and draw a melee so he has it, and he's not trying to reach for it later. He is going to. What are the difference between these two? Rapier is a better die, right? Yeah. Okay. So he's going to draw his rapier, because in this system I can do this. And then as he does, the mark on his arm, on his left wrist, is going to flare up. Match is going to stream along the rapier as he shoots a firebolt at the nearest merfolk.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Yep. Getting there. Check. Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's a spell. It's a
Oh no.
spell misfire.
Alright, 24. Here. To the chart.
You're fine.
I don't like critical fail charts.
Worst case scenario, you explode, and if you explode them too. So it's like
I
a
also
win-win.
explode you as I am like point blank.
I have temporary hit points.
Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, I can refresh it.
We'll see how long that lasts. Of everything I could have rolled, it was a not one.
It's gonna happen eventually, but now we move past it. Unless it happens twice in a row, then it's like, what's really going on?
Alright,
At which point Dobat goes into retirement. What happens?
the chart that I used to use for critical fumbles was no longer is in operation. So you're just going to miss, and I will do research to find a different chart. Yay.
Yes. Okay. Well then, as the spell just fizzles, like, I need to practice that more. And he is gonna grant inspiration to Mana.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it's about all I can do at this point.
It's really useful for me.
Let me just. There we go. And that's my bonus action, that's my move, and that's my standard, so that's my turn. And oh boy, this is gonna be fun. It's a shame I don't have any reroll capability on a character that's literally a rabbit.
I mean, all you got to do is take off your foot, and there you go.
Well, no, there is a lucky footwork, but it only works on deck saves. And it
Oh,
only adds a d4. So I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, it does make sense. Dobat's never done that before, but I thought I'd be a bit flashy.
hey, nothing wrong with being flashy.
I wanted to be a red mage.
First orc number one, and they're going to be like, get the caster!
Blink. Uh-oh.
Right, he's gonna pull out.
Wait a minute. Am I an idiot? I am an idiot.
He's gonna pull.
So,
Go ahead.
so the reason I'm an idiot is because I forgot that mage armor in this system has a very different duration than path.
Yeah, it lasts all day, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, it lasts
So
8 hours.
yeah, and my armor right now is a 12, but my mage armor AC would have been a lot higher.
You'll
And I
get
can't
another
cast it.
chance. You'll get another chance.
No, I can't. The spell ends to the target dons armor, or if you dismiss the spell. I'm wearing armor,
Oh,
and the spell only works if they're not wearing armor. So I can't raise my AC. So rip.
well, that's what shield spell's for.
Yeah, a spell I don't have.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Help!
Y'all got this.
I mean, again, I've got backups in the wings, but we'll see what happens. All right, go ahead, Keontae.
Look, if I can protect nobody, I can protect you.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. Okay, the weapon that I had slid over didn't actually go onto them, so I need to add it back.
Yay, they are unarmed.
Alright. First guy's going to pull out his sling. Wait, is that a +1 sling?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm fine with
Hit it,
that.
let it ride.
Yeah, one of them's a bit bougie.
Nah. A
That
14 to
hits.
hit.
That hits.
Wait, when he said
Um,
he's go after the caster, did he mean me or him?
He,
the one who just cast a spell.
yeah, they only saw Delback cast a spell.
They saw you basically don a magic item. I cast a spell.
Alright, for 5 bludgeoning damage.
I also have swirling black inky tendrils floating behind me, in the form of a weapon.
Wait, are we letting? So they are keeping the +1 sling.
Yeah,
Okay.
letting it ride.
Oh boy. But you
Relax,
get
your
all.
AC was so low that I don't think a +1 sling is gonna make a difference.
It's a 12.
Exactly. He would have hit you anyway.
Alright. Alright, so the first one he shoots at, he takes the sling thing out, and like you hear this distinct whistling noise as he's spinning it around, and it's like a whip crack as he sends it flying in your direction, and hmm, like it hits solidly across your side. Like you feel it, like it really scrapes up your armor. Alright, the second one, hey, don't tell me what to do. And he's going to take his battle axe and he's gonna swing it at Mana.
I'm gonna have to try something here.
Ah,
Ooh.
The goop, the weapon behind me will catch it.
what the? Hey, what is this stuff?
My head will turn around unnaturally.
Ah!
Me?
Alright, next up, Raz. You insolent little. Why? She's going to pull out a great axe from behind her dress, Wonder Woman style.
I was hoping she would be a caster.
That was like it. But oh well, that
I
makes things.
described her as being tall, full built, and wearing a slim dress. She's not a caster.
Yes, and Block was built, and he was a caster, technically.
Well, see, when you say tight dress, that makes me think they're more of a caster because they're not looking for mobility. Like if she's putting her all into this swing, unless that outfit is designed specifically for her, she's definitely gonna tear it.
Yeah, she'll tear the bottom of the dress a bit as she's stepping
Maybe it's
forward
magical.
with a very big swing aiming for your neck. That's a 14 hit.
It does not.
As she swings, things the inky blackness that is your tentacles goes grabs the axe and stop it like a good distance from the neck. Just like, what? What are you?
Aracuna.
You could say me and Sutton made a trade. He's living a much freer life now.
That's not suited, ma'am. Yeah, kill the creature. Ah. That's a 15 hit.
It No, I'll just catch it with one of my claws.
Whiffs all around, boys, except for one.
He was one
What?
off.
Like he thought that you were like he had you because you were occupied with both on both sides. But you that you very handily he stopped his swing.
They'll see across the various parts of him that are exposed. Those multiple eyes will appear and start laughing.
Eyes laughing. That's
Yes, their mouths too. I've used that description before.
It's Alucard style.
Oh shit! Fuck this! I'm leaving.
all right. So what's Mana going to do?
Well, since there's three around me, and I need to make sure to protect Dobat, uh, I'm going to use my. I'm going to swipe at two of them with my claws. One at Roz and one at one of her guards.
All right.
That's because I have extra attack.
Which one? Because they all have different. Do you want to go for the guy with the great sword? The guy with
Um,
the battle
Battle
axe.
I'll go with the axe.
Battle axe. All right. All right. So
15 at Roz.
15. That just hits.
Yeah, so you do have inspiration until the end of round.
And how much
That's
do
why.
you-
That's why I'm asking.
Actually, wait. You don't need it right now. You can use it. It's not per round. It's actually once within the next 10 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, the creature gains one bardic inspiration die. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number. Wow.
Also, I think I messed up on that entry.
Yeah. I don't think it's supposed to be 1d4 necrotic plus 4 necrotic.
Yeah, it's a D8.
Oof.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
Yeah, let me find
That's
the.
that's the thing with using custom classes. This
Well, this isn't a custom thing. This. I think that's the right one. Okay, it's saying I need to reroll the attack first.
yeah, we won't worry about it. We won't worry
Oh,
about
that
it.
was a
We
crit.
could totally, we could totally worry about it for the other guy.
That's it. That's a net 20 right there.
And I'll allow it to stand for the second attack. Just roll your damage twice.
Ah, okay, so I didn't fix it. It's still saying
Nyla.
1d4.
Kennel, go lay down.
Just roll it separately.
Yeah, but so just
Lay
target
down.
all of it.
Alright, that's the damage formula. It didn't appear on the other one. D8.
Zyla. Kennel. You need to calm down.
There we go. So this is for the other guy.
Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. And
And then ignore the roll on that one.
That's a 19. You need to stop doing this.
She takes 11 necrotic.
Alright. Like you watch as her. Hold on. It does definitely dull a lot of her scales as you go. Which one's the great axe? Not great axe. Okay, this guy.
And as they're cut, bits will leak into them that will influence them to continue attacking me over Dobat.
Well,
At,
the battle axe guy, they, he's not going to be attacking anything anymore. As you watch as the essence of whatever you are leaks into him. You see his body writhe and morph, and these weird metallic protrusions start shooting out of him as he curls up into like a this weird leaking withered form on the ground next to you guys. And
Blank.
roll an intimidation.
Oh.
sure. 10.
Like
um,
you look just as
wanna-
surprised as they do at this, so they're
well, I
like
was gonna say,
looking.
do you want to inspo that? You get
Oh, yeah.
I
Let me
think
add
it's
that
it's
D6.
a D8 right now
Oh, it's D8. Nice.
because we're at 5th level, so you can add 1 D8 to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
14.
Yeah, uh, Mal, you gotta go. Oh no, oh, I have to kill this thing. You gotta go, man. Velvet, it's your turn.
Is the one with the sling saying go?
Yes.
Firebolt. Come on.
Flicker.
Come on. 14
That hits.
for 14 points of damage.
You gotta go. Ah! As it like immediately lights up the natural little fishy oils of his body just make the fire that much more brighter and intense as he immediately he falls over writhing as his body is engulfed in flames.
Why don't you keep quiet? As Dovat turns and looks towards the dragon. And another inspiration for Mana.
Your song and I resonate so well.
I thank you. Boom. So we have that for later. And that'll be Dovat's turn because he's gonna back up a little bit so he keeps distance. He's gonna remain. How close am I to them right now? What, like 5 feet or 10 feet?
You're probably about 10 feet away from from them if you take a step back.
Well, I'm gonna do a full 30 back so that I keep enough room.
Well,
If they
there's
have
not
to come
enough
to-
space between you and the door for that, but you can go
Okay.
15 feet back.
You know what? No, I'm gonna stick here. I'll stick. Well, no, I am gonna back up to the 15. As he basically takes a small stance like he's ready to fire off another spell. And that'll be my turn. Because I can do everything in a ranged.
You know, you can save many of your compatriots if you cooperate.
So, so she's looking. She looks at you. The heat, like the heat, her blue eyes like seem to be glowing as you see this and heat rising from her.
It's a shame I can't do an intimidation, and she's a barbarian.
Like, see, you see as she opens her mouth, you see these sparks like appearing
Uh-oh.
at the back of her throat. Dude, I'm gonna need both of you to give me a deck save.
Alrighty. Dexterity.
See, if she was casting a spell, I had something for that, but breath weapons aren't a spell.
Dex save 17.
Yeah.
13.
All right. Um,
And inspo can be used on saving throws if needed.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Okay, so well, I think well, let me check the wording of this real quick before we go any further. But must decide before the GM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
He
alright,
has not said that yet.
let me see what her proficiency
Well, yeah.
is.
Well, I was gonna see if we could have him say, but oh, you're at a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine. As you gloop away from the jet of fire that shoots from her mouth, you watch.
Well, no, I can't gloop away because of the armor, but I will bring the goo that I was using as a weapon for it as a shield.
Yeah, and through that, you guys both mitigate the damage. So it's 3 at 3d6. So you guys take half of 3d6. So
She
7.
rolled high too.
Yeah. So you
Yes, it's a good thing we both passed that.
and as it's cooling down, she's going to action surge, and she's going to try and sweep your legs as she's going to swing at you, Mana.
See if I can do this. Okay, you're not gonna need it.
14. What are you? Like I said,
Okay, are you muted?
oh,
I'm
Hello?
guessing. There you are.
Oh, a friend to the misfortunate. If you surrender, you can find yourself amongst them.
Varric, go tell someone. Like he, like seeing the situation, and he's gonna be like, yes, ma'am. And he's going to turn and he's going to go towards there's a suspicious puddle of water in the back of the room, but he's rather slow moving. And his heavy armor is sort of slowing him down.
I believe he also provokes.
Yes, he does provoke from mana.
Oh, this is gonna be a nice one too if it works.
Let's see. Aw.
Ooh,
Like you,
and out of inspo.
like one of your tentacles will shoot up to get him, but it just catches one of his fins, and as he just sort of tears away, and just barely makes it to the water and he jumps in.
But
And
is he still visible?
he's visible just below the surface of the water. Since he used his full movement action on land, he doesn't get his movement underwater.
Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
Not necessarily.
Oh, it is for me.
What's that?
Yeah, well, water kind of mitigates fire to a degree, but we'll see what happens.
There's nothing in the rules that say that.
Yeah, fair.
So is it my turn?
Yes.
You know, orders like that are best given before things turn south. Because when they're given too late. Come on. And I do have the ability to cast that.
Oh,
As I'm gonna cast a second level sleep over the water.
Like you see as he he jumps in the water You didn't even really need to roll it. He jumps in the water and just falls down and sinks to the bottom. You can tell that it's probably about 5 to 10 feet deep water, which you're surprised that there's something like that in this building. This seems like you thought this was just some random shop, but that this seems to be very deliberately designed for stuff like this.
But I will thank you for giving me something to follow up on later.
So now he's asleep at the bottom of the water.
Shame that he probably can breathe.
No, him being able to breathe is a good thing. That means he's not taking any damage, which will force him awake early.
Oh, fair enough.
All right. Do you have anything else?
Yes. Yes. Um, no, I believe that's it.
Delbat?
Well, given there's 2 down, 1 currently asleep in the bottom of a puddle, there's only 1 target left for Dobat.
Ooh,
Alright,
that's definitely it.
go
That's
ahead
it.
and roll your damage.
10 fire.
Alright. She seems to be resistant to it.
Well,
Yeah, I thought you
unfortunately,
was a lightning guy.
I mean, to be fair, it's 2d4. It's 2d10 on an attack roll or 2d4 on a wisdom save. Because I am not getting in a melee with her. Inspiration. Pass the turn.
Thank you.
Because this has been a pretty good combination so far.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Sees that her current strategy isn't working. So she's going to no. Yeah, that's the better option. So um, she's going to make like she's going to swing at you. So give me a. It's going to be her deception versus.
Insight, probably.
Yeah.
Is it against my insight DC or?
Yeah, it'll be
It's a
insight.
post roll. I think
It's
it's a
a
post
post roll. Okay.
Probably. I think she's going for a feint, basically. Is what it sounds
Okay.
like. So it's gonna probably be opposed. So that's an 18 on mana, and if you want to boost it, you got it.
Honestly, I like her not really having. Hmm.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
think.
you'd have to 7 or 8 that.
Yeah, I don't think I can outpace that.
So she goes in and she looks like she's going to attack, but she actually he, he like pivots around you as she makes a break for the door, which is where Dobat's at.
So, question:
Yes.
what does being fainted mean?
So essentially, you would lose out. You lose out on the attack of opportunity. It's like a disengage. It's specific to the type of fighter that she is. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. That doesn't sound normal.
I'm testing something for someone. Don't worry
Oh
about
great.
Oh, good.
Oh great.
it.
I have a sneaking suspicion as to the type of fighter she is, but
As
I'll
if
say
we,
nothing.
I would say, as if we didn't have enough trouble with testing beds and Titans.
So she's running for the door.
Yeah.
She's running for the door, and Dobas between her and the door.
Ma'am,
Right.
I do not recommend going that route.
So she's at the door. Like Dobat. She just reaches for the door handle, like staring you dead in the face. And attempts to turn it. that's her turn. She used her item interaction to open the door and her movement to get over there, and she doesn't have a bonus action anymore.
Um,
So is the door open or closed?
It's open. So she like, well, we can actually say she just runs over and kicks the door open as Golbat is standing there, and like you think she's going for a drop kick on you, but she just kicks the door open.
does something happen when she opens the door, Kiarsh?
Nothing happens when she opens the door, but as I told her, that's the wrong move. Because you see, she did not break line of sight with me.
And line of sight is spell casting.
She saw Golbat's he's a one trick pony. Fire doesn't hurt me that bad. I can get out if I get away from this is the frontline fighter guy.
I mean, I can try and hurt her some more. It's gonna be a little tricky.
Go ahead, you got an attack of opportunity.
Well,
Well,
she doesn't have any more movement to get.
yeah, she ends in my melee range.
Yeah, she's like right next to Golbat. That it's opening the door. Her her thing is she's trying to escape the next round, so she's putting her all into making this
Bring that
opportunity.
right up and bring it right down on her neck.
What are you? Okay, who are you talking to?
Out of game. Come on now.
No, yeah, who are you talking to?
Since you're right there, she's right in front of you.
Yeah, here's the thing. I have a 10 strength and a 12 dex. The blade is for show, basically.
Well, make it not for show.
You
Could
just
try,
stick
but
them with the pointy end.
Huh?
Mana, what are you gonna do?
Hey, Delbat. What? What?
Hmm?
Fire doesn't seem to be very effective on her, right?
Doesn't appear to be.
Oh well. I was gonna go for a flashier finish, but destroying her hope works just as too good. I'll cast Chaos Warp as I start moving her direction.
So, are you warping herself or her?
Warping her.
So, like, as she disengages from you, you have this conversation with Dobat as she kicks the door open, and she's gonna make click on
I'm
token,
saving.
click on save, normal roll.
On the dice. I have no way to
18.
mitigate that.
I don't have a way to mitigate it either, but unfortunately for her, I still have 30 feet of movement,
But it's like
which means
you, you alright, go ahead.
so I will catch up to her, and instead of attacking her, eh, I'll put my arm around her.
Um,
That'll be a normal arm. Do you really want to include all these people in a losing battle?
So, alright. Are you doing anything else, or is that it?
That's it.
Alright, so as she runs past you, who, and you're weaving this spell, and talking to Dobat, you place a like dark orb of energy next to you that starts pulling at her, which causes her like she has to stop her sprint for a second to resist it. And in the time that it takes her to resist the spell, you've already called up next to her and just placed a casual arm around her shoulder. And so her
Oh,
realizing that you like you're just right there.
Mm.
Alright, Dobat.
Hold on, I'm checking something. I could have because I'm trying to check to make sure of. I do not have Draconic. Shame. Yeah, let's go for this play. Let's see. You already burnt your inspo? No, you still have your inspo, so I don't need to burn that. Okay. So I'm gonna have a little fun with this. After all, we took care of 3 of your friends just that quickly. You sure you want to lose your whole organization over this? As I cast Vicious Mockery. DC 15 Wisdom save. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. She had
You
no
see why
modifier on that too.
Yeah, you see why I would have preferred that to use Firebolt, but it would have the damage. So yeah, so no effect.
Like, you see her straining against the spells.
But the words are still there. But yeah, I'm out of action.
Alright.
Well, actually, wait, no. I can bonus action. I could bonus action cast actually.
Mm-hmm. As long as
Mana
it's...
hasn't been hit. Yeah. Well, the Vicious Mockery is a non-leveled spell,
Yeah,
so I can
so...
actually bonus action a leveled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Just in the off chance, I am gonna bonus action upcast Healing Word. Just to give myself a bit of HP. Because I'm not gonna need those 3rd level slots. $11 HP. That puts me nearly back up to max. As he says, a word in Sylvan, I guess. And that'll be my turn. However, if she moves, she's going to take 2 provokes. No, this really is a shame that you don't have the co-op feat.
Yeah.
That would have been that would have made things so daggum nutty.
You people will not get away with this. Like, she looks off to the distance. It's like outside, like it's dark where you guys are, but off no further away is the feast that's slowly winding down. But she intuits that it's still too loud over there. So even if she called for help, uh, she it she doesn't know if anyone would actually hear. But does she do it anyway? That's the question.
That is the question.
13.
Right. She's going to disengage from Mana. She's going to step outside and she's going to start calling for help.
I'm taking my attack.
Help! Help!
Nope, that whiffs.
Like, your rapier, like hits her scales, but they're like, it's like hitting armor,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, and again, that's why I'm wanting to go into Warlock.
If you take Warcaster next ability score increase, you could use a spell as the attack of opportunity.
I think I thought about that. But I grabbed Aberrant Dragonmark as part of my plan for the character.
Oh man, my mouse died again.
You know, part of me is sad because I used all my 2nd level spell shots. I can't shatter her.
Hmm. Also, I think nobody is the only one with forecaster.
I thought about it, but I thought I'd go a different direction.
Yeah, it's like Warcast is one of those things of I could, but I also have this plan for my character. It's not a bad feat by any means. It's just a matter of do you want to choose it or do you want to go down this path that you have for your character.
Alright, let me roll for the guards to see if they hear over the party. Let me find a guard token.
It's a shame I have nothing that can react to that.
A guard.
Actually,
Click.
wait a minute. No, this isn't an attack roll, ability check, or a damage roll from her. Shoot.
Doo-doo-doo, I'm just a guard, I'm doing the thing. It's loud outside. I don't hear anything but the party.
Yes.
Like, she can see the guard too, who he's just sitting there watching thing over the party. Mana, it's your turn.
Let's see. I don't really have anything that'll get her back inside.
I mean, you could. Okay, she took an attack earlier. How bad does she look after the 2 attacks that she's taken so far?
She looks pretty bad. It,
I
she's
mean,
not bloodied yet, if that's what you're asking.
what's like, does the thing of could Mana potentially um do a double tap and drop? That's what I'm trying to think of. Because again, I'm probably not going to be able to hit her with a rapier. My firebolt is going to deal half damage because of resistance and 5e. And vicious mockery, if she fails the save, which now that we see is normally a pretty good likelihood, it's still only going to be 2d4, and then she has disadvantage on the attack roll.
Well, I know what I'm going to do.
Shoot for it.
Your services will no longer be needed this afternoon. I suggest you find an alternative means of exit.
Speaking to Dobat.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna attack her. I don't suppose I get advantage.
Mm-mm.
But you
Figured.
have what you have 1d8 of inspo.
16 hit.
Yes.
11. 11 damage. 21 does hit.
And hold on before you add that damage. I'm trying to let me double check. Okay, no, you can't add it to damage. Okay.
Another hemorrhaging hit.
Okay.
Instead of going for a big showy hit, uh, the the ooze that surrounds me will turn into tiny blades that'll slice across her. How's she looking right now?
She's like, you have her on the ground, you cut like this really deep gash across her back, and there's just blood everywhere, and she's just weakly crawling forward, like gurgling on her blood, that as she's trying her best to call for help.
Do I go for it? Huh? Like I
You
could.
can if you wish.
Is that your turn?
Question: does the building that she took us into have windows?
Um, yeah, it has windows, but they're currently shuttered right now.
Yeah, I could exit. I know I can exit. It's just, do I want to try to make sure that she doesn't draw attention?
She's gonna draw attention. She's about to be a corpse in the middle of the street. The
Uh,
question is, who's associated with that?
Fair enough. What does it look like I could make an exit?
Um, yeah, just roll a stealth check and you can try and get away.
Well, let me see what I've got. Stealth set. Let me think for a second. Actually, how tall is the building?
Probably a little bit more than 10 feet tall. It's a one-story building.
Well, then I could just disappear there now, couldn't I? Without stealth. Because I can rabbit hop that and just do rooftops.
Yes, you could.
Because the reason I'm thinking is because my dex is a +2, my stealth is a +2. I could probably inspo that, but I kind of want to keep an inspo in the back pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pop outside, rabbit hop, and hide on the and just like disappear from sight on the roof.
While he's doing that, I'm going to walk back to the door.
Well, I think we're still in initiative.
Well, I know I haven't used my movement,
Oh, okay.
and I'll just slowly close the door till I can just barely see her.
Okay, so do I still need a stealth roll, or am I good just disappearing like that?
It's up to you whether you want to make a stealth roll or not.
I'm gonna hold it for now. I think it'd be better to keep the everything in back pocket as a deception for later.
Okay. Like as you're saying this, if someone pops open in a particularly large bottle of champagne, and like the guard looks as everyone in the crowd cheers, and
Okay.
you hop on the roof, and like as the door is slowly closed, because Vaz she crawls 15 feet further out into the bazaar. Like she reaches like one of the tents, and you watch as her withered, her go like most of her skills at this point, they are either uh, necrotized with that weird purple metallic color, or they're covered in blood. Her nice satin and black dress that she only brought out for special occasions is now tattered and ruined as she reaches up for uh, the stall. Her hand freezes and then just slowly slumps to the ground as she bleeds out.
Oh.
Well, that's after that. I'm going to go grab the guy from the water and exit out the back.
All right,
And yeah, Dobat's probably gonna disappear into a crowd.
I'm sure she's fine.
all right. Then let's end the encounter.
Question.
hmm
Dobat was part of the combat. Does he get a blood crystal?
You
Or does he get blood crystals for any of the combat at all?
you wouldn't. Well,
Well, I
actually,
did.
no,
I, bet
because
I killed
uh,
one merfolk and I tagged her.
so you would get one and small blood crystal from the merfolk and two medium blood crystals from her.
Woohoo!
I think
Uh,
you're going back on what we said. I thought we said that it has to be the person that actually did the killing blow.
well,
Because we had to talk about that because
oh yeah,
when we did the
you're
arena
right.
thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
then, and it wouldn't be You
So I
wouldn't
don't
get
get
the
the two
two medium from Raj, and since his mana does not have a curse mark,
Okay.
Yep.
no blood crystals are achieved from there. But
Okay.
you guys
Well,
do get
A +1
loot.
sling.
huh?
Not just
We got
that.
a
What?
Let
Okay.
me roll for.
And I assume that what we can do is we can we'll we'll say that we met up later and broke it up.
I'll also have at some point on my trip have knocked the guy out properly because the sleep spell only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
But blunt force trauma lasts for a while.
uh,
Alright, so you would find.
trinkets. Oh, this is annoying to try to put this thing in my inventory.
Nyla.
You know, it would appear my statement from earlier is very definitively true.
But
The party is mostly comprised of people from Sneak.
I mean, okay, why can't I just? Okay, there's.
Alright, so loot table is now generated.
Look, we do
I
not
see it blank.
respect. We do not respect a one-on-one.
No, you
Uh,
guys. Wait, why is there nothing showing on the screen? Does it not?
because
Because
it's blank.
the true loot was the friendship that me and Delbat have built together.
Okay, it loaded on my side, but it should be visible to everyone. I set it
I
up as such. It said
I also don't see that in any journal entry area.
because it.
It's
Uh,
probably still GM locked.
it's even though I set it to be usable by everyone, it still by default sets it everyone to observer. And what I'll not do, well, it sets default. So what I'll do, you everyone's going to be observers except for the people that were involved in the fight who will be owners.
Okay.
That'll be Steven and Kiari. Alright, so you should be able to see it now.
Okay, so there's the note in the journal. I can't open. I can't open it.
You should be able to click on it and see it.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. Reloading Foundry. Siren's Call encounter. Oh, there we go. Hmm. See, slings is simple, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much anyone can use this thing.
So do you mind if I take the sling and those bullets?
Yeah, go ahead.
Take. Let me see if that actually goes into my inventory. Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to click on it and just take it. Make sure you take all 5 of the bullets if you're taking them.
Okay. Well, it only showed one for a moment. That's why I was like,
It should be updated.
So let me check my inventory real quick. Player, Dobat. Inventory. It did not transfer to my inventory. Good to
So,
know.
We'll take care of it later.
Yeah, we could.
so
Yeah, I can literally add the stuff later. As long as we know that I'm taking that.
oh, I have it set to confirm. As in, I have to confirm it. So now it's set so that anyone can just click and drag, take it, whatever, as long as you has access to the sheet.
Okay, I've taken that, and then I'm gonna take the sling, and then we'll divvy up the currency later, depending on what you want to do.
Oh, I actually missed
I
the.
vote. Mhm.
Actually
That's
missed the
not supposed to
currency.
be 900 electrum. That's supposed to be 900 copper.
I was about to say I vote that we melt down the electrum.
Wait, you had it right. You just made it 900 electrum.
Oh,
Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
wait, why is
So what were you gonna
electrum? Never mind.
so what were you gonna say about the currency?
Oh, I think I didn't notice it initially.
Oh yeah, it's 12 gold, 50 silver, and 900 copper. So
That's a.
we'll split that later, depending on what you want to do.
It was actually a pretty profitable afternoon. We should do this more often.
Very. It is just such a shame you got rid of that mark. But yeah, well, Dobat will get crystals another way.
All right.
But
With that,
Dobat disappears.
so, so this is what happens in late in the evening as fireworks go off across the city to signal the end of the feasting. Hey, everyone gathers up back at the tent with their trophies.
I need to know if I need to know if Monica can switch into this person. By the
All right, so here's how it's going to break down. So Picari and nobody, you guys are just chilling. You guys get to the tent first. You guys were,
Oh,
unless you guys had something else you wanted to do during the
I was
feasting.
gonna, because there's most likely people watching nobody. I was gonna have nobody just like sneak through the crowd so that he won't be followed to the tent. Oh god. And on the way in, on the way there, he's probably gonna swipe some stuff for disguise.
So, what exactly are you trying to do?
I'm sneaking my way through the crowd, so I can hopefully get back to the tent unnoticed, so he's not followed. And on the way, I might do a few sleight of hands to grab a few things.
All right, give me one stealth and then a sleight of hands.
Question: do I
Far.
have
Well,
advantage because it's in
what
a
about?
crowd?
Well, no, not in this situation. But what about the outfits that you guys bought to infiltrate the mansion? And wouldn't
Yeah,
that?
that's totally a good disguise to have when someone literally saw me in that disguise kill their
Oh,
child.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit complicated.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
But hey,
Then,
Dobat survived his first encounter.
Good.
well, yeah,
Sorry for leaving
because
you in the
this
dust,
Mana is
sorry.
like a literal monster.
I know, but still, it's an accomplishment. Dobat actually dealt damage.
That was actually really useful. Oh, throughout that fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. Dobat is really good with support right now. And the problem is he only has 4 uses of bardic inspo.
Alright, so all you get is like a bandana and a belt.
Eh,
But you and Picari make it back to the tent, and unnoticed. I'm bringing some leftovers for your friends who might not have gotten a chance to eat. And
what are you
then,
talking about? I've dumped my leftovers on that person.
yeah, that's true. I'm sure Picard would have been kind enough to bring leftovers, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
That awful food when she can make something way better.
Yeah, like
Alright, so you
Like
guys are
honestly, they weren't missing anything.
hanging out at
well,
the
they were
tent.
missing a lot, but
Alright,
the
You
food at
guys
least was.
you guys are hanging out at the tent when a Darpy and Simon come in. Simon has like a few arrows in him, and a
Ooh.
Darpy is carrying an arm.
No, I wanted to stop by and talk to Lady Redscale on the way, but given we were being chased, probably not a good idea. So I'm fine with it.
Before, oh, I was about to say, before I start questioning you, y'all look like y'all had fun, and also, were you followed?
I'll make sure that Ben is watching our back outside to make sure that we're
And like right after this is like as um uh, Debonair Jr. Like looks up from his like food his food plate that he brought with him back to the tent, and he's like, "Where have you
Wait,
been?
why did
Oh,
you go to the?
what is that an
Wait,
arm?"
what?
yeah.
Whoa, I don't know. He would not have come back to the tent with us. He's not supposed to know that there's a tent here. He would have been dropped off at the at the place.
The tent is right behind the.
Yeah, he would have been put in his room most
Well, yeah,
likely.
you.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
would have been
true.
put in his room.
All right, so yeah, no, no. So then it scratch that. So this is around the time when Nessa will bring her friend in.
Ah, just bring everyone to the secret location.
Oh, I can wait outside.
Uh, Dobat would show up first, followed by Mana carrying like a bag of stuff and a unconscious merfolk man.
Novat looks over.
Nobody, nobody just sits down in a corner with some tea, low key not pouting.
I think you need to have that talk with someone else as well.
Novat looks over to Simon. Huh, y'all had fun too, eh?
Is that an arm?
You'll see
Everyone
Simon
else had fun.
is
No,
question
looking up.
question to the
So who stole from you?
question to the tent owners. Is there like an empty table in the room?
Yeah,
Please don't put it.
there's a big 10-person table in the middle of the main area. You
Does
guys,
that have
Please,
anything important on it?
please don't set a severed arm on our table.
No. I'm asking a very simple question. Is there anything important on it?
that's up to Mana. What would you have leave on the table?
Um, well, I probably would have decorated it with just some nice things that I acquired over the year. Yeah, yeah, not through legal means, of course, but
Okay. So it's like a nice white tablecloth with this decorative runner and this nice vase that has like these strange looking plants in it. It and there's like these nice candle scented candles that are just lighting up the space in just this orange glow.
All right,
Eh,
Simon will
I say
take
go ahead because I'm
Simon
pretty
will take the vase and the candles off of it, and then he'll just fucking kick the table as hard as he can. Damn it! They got away!
Ah,
Oh,
you had that kind of fun.
Ooh,
oh
the
goddamn
blood
close!
splatter on the white runner really does make the broom pop.
Fuck! We were this close!
I'm
Huh.
so mad. Everyone else got into really troublesome chaos, and all I did was annoy a few people with a food fight that I didn't even get started.
Oh, I
Dobat,
figured you would have followed Dope at when he left.
Well, I'm sure I
the
got
thing
2
is,
guards probably fired, so
Well,
I
yeah.
guess yes.
well, here's the thing. To be fair, Dobat was never at the adventurers party.
Oh.
Dobat was at his own party at basically the library, and then he made his way to the meetup with you. So
Not that
he and nobody never actually met up.
not that hanging out with you isn't fun, Pakari. It's just we didn't really get very chaotic.
Oh, it was quite chaotic, and I gotta say, I'm surprised.
I
that
mean,
ours was
I don't know if that's supposed to be a diss or
No.
a compliment,
You
or
are actually a delight to hang out.
well, thank you.
Okay,
Prefer
before
your
we go any
company to Mana.
further,
Oh yeah, we should probably Nissa, your friend.
Yes.
Hello.
Nobody just lightly grasps one of the bolts in Simon's shoulders and just yanks.
Mm.
Nissa,
One
dear,
of them.
did you bring a wanted criminal back to the tent?
Maybe.
I was in the stockades.
Aren't you a wanted criminal?
I mean, aren't quite a few of us wanted?
Yeah.
Not on record.
True.
Okay. Haven't been caught yet.
I got caught.
Oh.
I was in the stockades.
Yes,
need
and
a-
you're
We'll also extend the question to y'all. Did y'all get followed? Because this was technically supposed to be a very secret place.
Oh, no one even
No.
saw me leave.
Yes,
Hard
the
to
business
beat.
owner,
I
the
don't
business
think.
owner here would very much not like us to bring in the guards snooping around the local area.
I mean, you saw me disappear. No one followed me.
I'm just gonna go in this room over here.
Yeah, that's probably for the
Or
best.
Or you can stay where we can see you. We do not know who the hell you are.
I guess I'll say, well, you can see me. He goes over to the corner and like he drinks some water.
Where
Mana.
you get the water?
I don't know. But Nissa, you must find another spot for them. A caravan and out of the city should be easy enough to find.
Well, considering this is about the only place I know where you can easily lay low, it was the best choice at the moment.
Don't you have a magical hole that you stayed in for a year? Can't you send them there?
No.
No, I don't think we can really get back in there.
I'd say the only way we were able to get there is through the mind way we did before. But there's no physical way to get there anymore.
I
Unless
mean,
we just
Layla
want
could probably bring us there.
I mean, unless we just want to chuck them in the ocean and let them try to swim and find it.
I don't think that would be particularly ethical.
Neither do I. I'm just saying.
But considering how things seem to have gone on some of y'all's end, it might behoove us to get out of town as well. Looking at the arm.
Mana Adarpi is calling you over.
Do you need something, Adarpi?
I want to know. Can you turn into a person from just a portion of them?
That depends. How long has the arm been severed?
How long ago was it before we tore the thing off?
I don't know. Like
how long did it take for them to travel from the fight to the tent, Yante?
Probably about an hour.
Unfortunately, I'd need a fresher sample than that. Well, actually, wait, let me check. I think
How,
it's 10
how is
minutes.
it a full hour?
To get from the docks to Northward,
It took you. So keep in mind, this is during an active festival with multiple feasts going on, and you were probably making sure you weren't getting tailed by the guards and/or other accosters. An hour sounds about right.
it took you guys like half an hour to get there from the Adventurers Guild party.
And plus, carrying an arm, you don't want anyone to spot you carrying
Well, I
a
said
severed
that.
arm.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, wait, there might be some thing I can work with.
Yeah,
Well-
read over your class. While he's thinking about that, do either of you need healing?
I could use some.
Nobody rips out another bolt before you do, and just like, yeah, you probably need some.
Ow.
Spellbook.
I'm gonna walk over, rip one out as well.
You have to get them out before you
Fucking
start
damn it.
healing. You
Ow.
know that's right.
Oh, I know. I can
Um,
prepare
No,
this.
I'm telling Simon that. It's like we have to do this anyway.
Okay,
Okay.
Keontae.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, we can do a roll. I can do it if it happened within an hour. So
Okay.
we could try doing a roll to see if they were fast enough to get here.
Give me a percentile.
Who do you want to roll it?
Um, Lex, do you want to roll it or do you want Kiara to roll it?
Wow,
I'm
they
fine with
really
anyone
can't.
rolling it.
Can't. I'm doing face care as we're doing.
Alright,
Yep.
then Kiara, you roll it and we'll see.
Set it up for me, please.
All right. So once the bolts have been removed, Dobat will cast a upcharged Cure Wounds.
Okay, what am I trying to get?
You're trying to get it high.
Ooh.
5.
Mm. Well, that's the opposite of high.
19
Yep, that is indeed.
19
Uh,
HP for Simon.
you could do a temporary transformation, but you wouldn't be able to do a permanent transformation.
How long would a temporary one last?
Probably a couple of hours.
Hmm.
Like, you would have
I
to
can
get the arm right now.
hand it here. Yeah. I'll go into the other room.
Good. Please don't do this in front of the children.
Yeah. Before
Do
you
this
go,
in front of me.
before you go off, Mana, do
I
you
really
care
don't have
anything about
time.
the coin? Huh?
I really don't have the time.
Okay. We'll talk later then.
Oh, I can technically relay the information for you into their heads.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what they wanted to do with the coin.
Nobody will relay that.
Thanks, Dobat.
You're welcome.
Um,
I'll
who was what?
upcharge him.
I'll say split it between um Takari and nobody because they actually watched my son for the rest of the night.
So a 4-way split or a 3-way split?
Three-way. I don't need any of it.
Okay.
Nobody will relay that.
Okay. So Bakari, nobody, Dobats. So everyone gets 300. So of those 3 people,
You can actually do it in the journal entry.
I know I see a transfer thing, but it's not popping up.
So you would go to distribute.
Hold on, let me. Siren's Call encounter. I don't have a distribute button.
Oh, you don't have one over in the currency part?
Well, there's a transfer, but it's not doing anything. I'm clicking it and it's doing literally nothing.
It did make a pop-up window. Alright.
So I would say, so between a Dobat, Bakari, and nobody, we each get 300 copper. If you want to do that on your Encounter, or figure out how to let me do it.
I mean, I can just manually put it in.
I know, but that way he can take it. Yeah, so just take it out of the table. Oh wait, no, it popped up in my. Oh. So it popped up in my thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take what I need. So 300 copper. Do that. Okay, so it does a pop-up window in the character sheet is what it does. Okay. And then 4 gold. And then the silver gets a bit tricky. And let's see. Because that would go to 12 silver with 2 left over. He'll tip the last 2 silver. So Dobat gets 12 silver. Nobody and Bakari get 13. So nobody, Bakari get 4 gold, 13 silver. Actually, wait, am I being an idiot? I'm being an idiot. Hold on. I gave myself 12. Give myself 4 more. $34. Okay, no. Nobody and Picard gets 17 silver and 300 copper and 4 gold.
Okay.
And I'll put that in chat. Nobody and Picard. 4
The
gold,
coffers grow evermore.
17 silver, 300 copper. And if you want to, Chiante, you can delete the rest of the currency from the counter loot table then.
Did you already transfer it out?
I transferred my portions. I can't transfer to them. What it does is when I click transfer, it opens a thing in my sheet to transfer to me. So I can't transfer it to them. Which is why I'm writing out what they get. And I put it in the Trials of Nebu chat and Discord.
Mm.
So you can remove the rest of the currency from the loot table.
Alright, as long as you guys take care of adding your
Yeah.
um
I've already taken mine.
Go away.
So they can do the rest.
Oh, God dang it.
Alright. So
Alright,
that leaves
so
Mana with all the rest of the gear.
Molly, you have 3 hours worth of transforming into who? You're a bad guy.
Wait, no, I was going to use that to prove a point. Fuck it, who cares?
Too late.
Well,
Yeah,
it takes me 10 minutes to eat it if you want to interrupt in the middle.
Alright.
I think I'm good.
So as you guys are settling in and swapping stories, there's a very low little foghorn sound that goes across the city.
Huh.
And
Which part of it is it for?
They're not gonna tell us. Why would they do that?
as like are you guys going to exit out to see where it's coming from?
So that
Yeah.
is.
So
Yes.
as you go
Yeah.
outside, you see this bright red pillar of mist coming from the docks region,
Hmm.
That's
and
not good.
you see it start spreading out across the city. From the north area, you're a little bit elevated, is so you can see the lower parts of the city as it's slowly spreading throughout the city.
Dobat's gonna try and can Dobat see anything that's happening in the mist?
Um, Not really, but around that same time, you see this red sand and coming from the east, push like pushing against the mist.
Where's the Adventurers Guild from where we are?
Um,
It
on the
doesn't matter. We're about to get sandwiched,
so you guys are up here.
Uh-huh.
Adventurers Guild is down here.
and it's covered by the
Why would
fog.
I do that? Where's the mist?
The mist is coming from this area, heading east, and the sand is coming from east, heading west, and they sort of meet in the middle, and they're pushing against each other.
How fast is it coming?
Probably, I don't know, just coming fast. It's basically,
You- We're not getting out of the way. It's happening.
so like you guys see these two forces colliding over the city. Well, in
Yeah,
the
we should
city
probably go.
before a huge dome of this blue lightning like energy. He appears above the city, allowing the forces to go over it. And you see the rising up from the castle ward, three figures appears floating in the sky. The two of them facing towards each other, and one of which like sort of doing the Chris Pratt at with the raptor pose to sort of stop them from fighting. As the incident
Yep.
in, that happened with the admiral of the Noxian Navy has caused a somewhat international incident as um, the gods of the two countries are now at odds.
Uh,
Thanks for starting a civil war over there.
well, we don't know that technically,
They know good well that it has
but
nothing to do with
I am gonna turn
anybody
to
else.
the other
Someone
two
that they
groups that
most
return to
likely
be
done
like,
something wrong
okay,
to.
which one of the whose fault is it? Fess up now.
nobody rolls his eyes. It's probably none of our faults, really. To be honest, gods fight all the time, and really, they
Wait.
just want to flex their
So
power.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Zoran's faction. They did
what
seem to have
what if
something
we
planned.
prove that it had nothing to do with international reasons?
Well, the problem is that a Noxian admiral was attacked in Arcanus in Goldport, and now the Noxians are like, you. So one of your people attacked one of our head admirals.
That
Mhm.
doesn't
I'm
mean
about to level
anything.
this entire city.
That see, this only proves my argument that the fucking gods are fickle. They're
Oh, they can be.
literally no. This one admiral is just mad that some random person attacked them in a country. A god cannot a god cannot fully control everyone in its country. There's the thing called
You do
chaos
know
that
that's
can't be
basically a
dictated.
declaration of war.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay. So say a random commoner attacked this woman. Is that what happened? And now she's just running to her god and like, oh my god, I've been attacked. Okay, anyone could attack you. Literally, that child in there could have attacked her.
Which is probably why we have the third one trying to mediate. The problem is she probably went to the right god who would immediately act. Gods are just more powerful humans after all.
To be honest, they shouldn't have that power at all and shouldn't be gods anyway. If
Um,
they're going to overreact for being one person attacked by someone random.
well,
Either way, I do
that's a debate that they'll have to have. and that you guys can have later, as we'll find out the results of everything next time.